Well, hi, I'm Jim Compton, owner of JSK Bull Ropes, and this is Bull Riding Made Easy. Today I want to talk to you about the mental part of your bull riding, okay? I want to talk to you about this because I'm seeing a lot of guys nowadays that are working hard. They're going to school, bull riding schools, they're going to practice pens, they're getting in shape just to wind up having a losing season. And when I sit back and just listen to them, I think I got it pretty much attributed just to the way they're thinking and they're talking. Here's an example of what I'm talking about here. Okay, let's say I'm young again and I entered the bull riding last night and it didn't go so well for me. Well, I went out there and got bucked off my bull. Had a good one, got bucked off. So, you know, my mind knows I got bucked off. My subconscious mind, my brain knows that I got bucked off one. There's no doubt about it. Okay, but now here it is tomorrow morning, and my buddy calls me and says, "Hey Jim, how'd you do last night?" Well, I say, "Well, shoot, man, tell you what, I had a real good bull, but it got bucked off." Just because I've repeated that, now my subconscious mind thinks, my brain thinks, I've been bucked off twice. Okay, because it knows it happened and it's heard me repeat it. So now my brain thinks it's happened twice. I'm on my way to a slump. Well, so now I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to post it on there. Had a real good bull and it got bucked off. So I type it out. Well, now my mind knows I got bucked off. It's heard me say it, and now it has seen me type it out. I've been bucked off 3 times in my mind. Actually, I've only been bucked off once, but my brain don't know the difference between what really happened last night and the words I'm saying today. So my brain thinks I've been bucked off 3 times. Now I got a buddy that, you know, responds to my thing on Facebook and says, "Hey, sorry to hear about you getting bucked off." So I'm going to respond back, say, "Hey, thank you, I appreciate it." But I'm going to read my post on there. It says, "I got bucked off." Well, now I've been bucked off 4 times. Now I'm hearing him say, "Sorry to hear about you getting bucked off," and now my mind thinks I've been bucked off 5 times. The subconscious mind picks up, duplicates, and replicates stuff just that simple. And you could really turn all that around just by changing your words a little bit and change the way you think. Now, it's going to take a little effort. It's not going to come easy, but you really got to focus on it, and I'll tell you what, it'll turn your bull riding around. So I've had guys tell me that the most successful they've ever rode bulls, or the best they've ever rode, is when they traveled with me. Well, that's because everything I say is geared towards the subconscious mind. Gary LeFew taught me that when I was young. I mean, I was 16, 17 years old and picked it up in the library when I was a junior in high school, read about the first 30 pages and put it back. Then I read it at 17. I read it at 18. Read it at 19. Read it at 20. I read that book cover to cover many times to learn how the brain works to make me a better bull rider. So with that, we're going to change just a few things what happened, okay? We know, my mind knows that without a doubt I got bucked off last night. Okay? Well, now my buddy's going to call me. And he's going to say, "Hey Jim, how'd you do?" Well, I'm going to tell him, say, "I had a good bull. I would have rode him if I'd have set my hips like I'm supposed to." Now, my subconscious mind knows I got thrown off last night, but it just heard me say what I just said, and it picked up out of that, I had a good bull, I rode him, I set my hips like I'm supposed to. It picks up only the important parts of what you're saying. It tosses out the ifs, the ands, and buts, and so's, and all that stuff. So now, my mind thinks I got bucked off last night, but I got one rode today. By just changing my words. Again, now we're going to do the Facebook thing, okay? We're going to put it on Facebook. I had a good bull. I would have rode him if I'd have set my hips. Now, I've been bucked off once. My mind thinks I rode 2. I proofread it. I rode 3. Someone responds, says, "Oh, sorry to hear about you getting bucked off." Well, that's been bucked off twice. But I'm going to respond, say, "I would have rode him if I'd set my hips." I bucked off 2 in my mind, and I rode 4. It's just that easy to turn the mental part of your bull riding around. Don't use words bucked off, lawn darted, thrown, anything like that. I would have rode him if I'd have come around that corner like I'm supposed to. I would have rode him if I'd have got to that front end like I'm supposed to. I would have rode him if I'd have made a big move over my head like I'm supposed to. that is what your brain's going to pick up, and it turns that negative action last night and turns it into a positive and starts duplicating it, repeating it, and before long you won't even realize it, but your bull riding's going to turn around. Well, you probably will realize that, but more than anything, your words are going to change, your way you think is going to change. And I'll tell you what, it works, guys. Read Psycho Cybernetics. Gary's got a lot of stuff out there on powers of positive thinking. This is about as simple as I know how to make it. So there you are, guys. This is Jim Compton, JSK Bull Ropes, and hey, this is Bull Riding Made Easy. Alright, guys, I just want to summarize this real quick, okay? If you got a losing season going on and you're in a slump, you ain't got nothing to lose by trying what I'm saying here. It's going to take a little effort, but you can do it, okay? Watch what you're thinking, watch the words that come out of your mouth, and by all means, don't post nothing bad on Facebook, okay? If you got a losing season, you got nothing to lose. So there you are, guys. Learn how the brain works, put it to your advantage, alright? This is Jim Compton with JSK Bull Ropes, and thank you for watching Bull Riding Made Easy.